Good afternoon. It's March the 30th, 2017, and we are about to wrap up another month and quarter and week of trading all on this Friday. So it is a huge day tomorrow, and it's a day where money managers tend not to be sellers. Try to keep their indexes, or they cover their shorts and book profits if they're on the short side of the market. Start with our disclaimer. Hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as the lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, tomorrow, end of week, month, and quarter. And especially in equities, you find very, very little desire to be a seller. We've got news. Personal income up 0.4. Personal spending up 0.2. Core up 0.1. The focus, personal spending. Chicago PMI 57. Consumer sentiment 97.6. And Baker Hughes rig count last week was 994. And 809 for the U.S. rig count. The focus, personal spending, consumer sentiment, and Chicago PMI. So, be the first, and this will be the second that comes in. We have had 68 as resistance. Okay, this morning we were hoping to buy the 50 area, give or take. We got news at 7:20 Central, 8:30 Eastern. That was much stronger. They had corporate profits at 22%, and that put the bottom in on the E-mini. Pretty nice run. We went from 54 to 67. That's the 12 to 15 points that we expect on a normal day trading. And like I said, corporate profits isn't the biggest piece of news that's out there, but good trading here, good trading here. Got up over in here. Not much going on. If you did get, this is a legitimate trade right in here, but that's a scratch. Then we get our retest failure. Before lunch profit taking. Could be short there, could be short here, could be short there. Did not stop out. That produced a winning trade. Back on the long side, plus nice little retest failure up here. It looks like we're going to close the market in the 64 area and be set to trade higher tomorrow. So pretty good day of trading for the E-mini. Again, we've had a couple of days in a row, and we've got some people that are caught short, and they're having to buy their way out of their positions. Looking at the F1 screen, higher low, higher high, find a place to buy it tomorrow. Looking at the F2 screen, definitely a P. So the breakout came from 62, so 60, 62, buy 1, 55, 57, buy 2, and the context tomorrow, end of the week, end of the month, end of the quarter, has a lot to do with our desire to get long. 69.71, sell 1, 74.76, sell 2. Looking at the note, treasuries were lower today. The news this morning was very strong. We had Meister come out yesterday and say that 4 interest rate increases for 2017. We've got one behind us. Higher low, higher high. F1 says we can buy it, but we finished very weak, like a 32nd off the low. And we can see an E period right here that the market broke. So a very clean break in the market now is in that 14 to 16 area. Last rotate up in H and I period stopped at 14, then 13 and a half, then 13. So 13, 14. So right now, sell 12s to 16, 19 to 23. Now, end of the quarter doesn't really bother fixed income money managers. People are interested in the monthly check more so. They're interested in income, and as long as the income stream is assured, they don't pay a lot of attention to net asset value. They should, but they don't. Okay, we've got this low right down here at 7. So 5 to 9 is buy 1. And then 29 to 01 is buy 2. I think most of the interest tomorrow is going to be in equities, as it normally is, end of the week, end of the month, end of the quarter. Okay, looking at the 30-year. This is a very, very good contract. It's just very, very reliable. The trades are there. We've had a couple of weeks where it got pretty quiet, 1 week especially, but it looks like the volatility is coming back in. It does trade fundamentals. Okay, we're at 13, so 20 to 24, number 1. 27.31, sell 1. 3 to 7, sell 2. Week close, we're still trading lower. 8 to 12, number 1. I think we can get stops down here, so we'll make the buck to 04, buy 1. Maybe stops below the buck. And then 17 to 21, buy 2. Don't think we'll have a huge day tomorrow because it's in the quarter, but if we're going to have it, it's going to be in treasuries. Looking at gold. We matched yesterday's high. We got a lower low right here. Looks like the market is trying to sell, so we'll fold all this in. Leave it like that. And there's our H period, rotate down. So we know there's stops below 41. We are pointed lower right now, so 43.45, buy 1. And then 39.41, buy 2. 49.51, sell 1. 54.56, sell 2. Crude oil. We did get stops above 50. We thought that's where the play was. So at 50.75, 51. Maybe perhaps a top at 52. 47 to 52 is $5. 48 to 51 is $3. So we're pushing our way up. Higher low, higher high. Pretty good finish. We got this 2-letter ledge up here, 50.60. Got a low volume number. We jump above that up to 51.80. This move down came out of the 52.75 area. So nothing but P's behind us. Market is pointing higher. Stops above 50.50 in London, so sell one's 50.50, 50.75. 51 even, 51 and a quarter, sell two. 49.50, 49.75. It's probably a little bit far away, so 49.75, 50 by one. And 49 and a quarter, 49.50 by two. Again, you can see right here that we just back to our, we used to have a buy range extension. When you take out the A period, high or low, that trade is becoming more viable. It went off the board there for a while, got too easy to make money that way. Maybe they'll bring it back. We have our D period range extension here. Things change. When it gets too easy to make money one way, they take it away from you. Why do they take it away from you? Because they're the ones that are the opposite side of the market, and they can see what's happening to their account. Like Fitz said, you have to go to some auctions just to get a feel for markets go up till the last buyer's bought or down to the last seller is sold. See it happen. And we used to be able to get to the floor when there was open outcry, and you just hear this absolute roar as markets topped and bottomed. And you get up there and no one was willing to buy it anymore. And then when they saw that, the sellers would jump on it and on the floor, and it would just it was mayhem. But Pete Stedelmeyer used to have a rule that you could time your trades by the volume on the floor. When it just doesn't seem like it couldn't get any louder, that was time to fade the market. And that's the last buyer buying and the last seller selling. Get me out. Okay, we got down to 7 and a quarter. Took a while. Lower high, lower low. Find a place to sell it. Today's economic news behind the selling. We did have strong economic news today. Somebody from Germany said, break apart the European Union, we'll break apart the United States. So that'd be interesting to see how they would do it, but hey, if you gotta try, you gotta try, right? Or as Helen would say, if you have to try, you have to try. Buying 107, stops below 107, 106.75. I think we're headed down. They've been stopping about 6-8 ticks above the buck, so we'll see if that happens for you in London. We've got a seller at 30 to 40, sell one. And we had that spill from 60, so 50 to 60, sell two. Had a little more activity today, had a little more volatility to work with. Hopefully we'll have that again tomorrow. You all have a great evening. I will see you bright and early in the morning. I'm out of here.